Hey everyone, my name is Kumo and this is my reaction to the 9th episode of Kino no Tabi, The Beautiful World, the animated series, or Kino's Journey. So, in the last episode, the focus was pretty much on Shizu and his journey to find a place to settle down, pretty much. He came across a country/radio waves cult and got into a bit of some hot water. Luckily, T was able to get him out of it and they were able to escape without too much trouble. And that was pretty much the first half. The second half was kind of a bonding session between T and Riku, while Shizu was off doing Shizu things. And that was really the episode, so let's get into the next one. Let us begin in 3, 2, 1, play. I am hoping we get some Kino in this episode of Kino's Journey. I don't know how likely that is, but it's just a little hope that I have. Yes, observe with your gun. Oh, we're getting more Shizu. Never mind then. Clearly, these are some more pleasant individuals. So, bandits, more or less. He clearly does not realize he's in an anime. And he has no idea who he's messing with if he's saying things like that. That girl's dangerous. Yeah, she always carries a grenade with her. You never know when it might come in handy. At least the old dude knows what's up. Oh, what, does she see Kino now? Yeah, that's Kino. Yeah, I made the same mistake at first as well. Wow. Considering how many times he called Kino cute, I'm sure he wants her to be prey. Yeah, she's even more dangerous than Shizu. I mean, she's very confident. Yes, and she has a gun as well, not a sword, so... Man, how much of the day do they stay there? Interesting transition. Yeah, I think I know who that is. You picked the wrong people to mess with. We didn't get a good look at her, but I assume that's Kino's master and the guy she was traveling with. Man, he's got PTSD from that. Understandable, we've seen the kind of stuff she's done before. Admittedly, through flashbacks. So, I got a little bit worried when we saw Shizu at first, but we saw Kino as well. So, it's nice to know that she's still alive. And the old guy clearly knows a lot more than the younger one. And it's interesting how Kino wasn't that far behind Shizu. I wonder if she's intentionally following him. Or if there's only really one path to go down. One of those two on the lookout will actually find somebody to target in this episode. Country of accruing virtue? Virtue point system, that should be interesting. So a little bit like karma, I take it. Yeah, a lot like karma. Yeah, that would be the tricky part. You give them money, that's how. Yeah, exactly. So that's a pretty clever way of doing it. Huh. I mean, Shizu was looking for a place to settle down. This seems like a pretty good one if it's not hiding any more dark secrets like previous places. Yeah. Yeah, do you get negative virtue points? Oh, wow. Okay, so if you've done a lot of good deeds, you could basically, like, kill someone and get away with it. You just lose a lot of points. So that's why you have a more concrete system to handle it. Well, it's not like a good person's... But I want to do a crime. Which would explain why you're so knowledgeable. Unless he did a crime that lost him a bunch of points already. Wow. Is there someone in mind that he wants to kill? Otherwise, I'm not sure why it matters that much. It's interesting how this show does it, like it zooms in on their mouth when someone's about to say something surprising / dark. They did that with Riku last episode. Yeah, you shouldn't... I know what it's like to have a bunch of points and feel the need to use them, but this is a bit of an exception. Oh. I thought this was a reasonably normal human being, but clearly not. Man, what do you even say to this? I spent my whole life doing good things since I was a child because I wanted to kill someone without being punished for it. That's pretty much what we just got here. I would walk away slowly. Good luck on that one. If she didn't before, she does now. You know what they say about don't bring a knife to a gunfight. Although if you're that close, it sometimes kind of negates it. Though if he was intending to kill her, it would be kind of pointless to tell her all of that. And please don't kill him. Yeah, that's what you want for your child. Oh, you can't be... He's not gonna do that. I was joking, and then they actually went there. It's always upsetting when a man with a great mustache turns out to be a bad guy. Makes the rest of us look bad. Bit of a tone shift here. It's a lot of cooks. These people are a bit odd. I don't think it's her. Unless she's been hiding this fact from us. Hermes like, why'd you take my master away? Can she cook? I can't remember if we've actually seen her cook before. Yeah. And the recipe can never be wrong. Well, this is anime, so it's either extremely delicious or inedible. I cannot read that. Probably not particularly well. I wouldn't call them terrifying after we saw the radio wave place. So yeah, terrible at cooking, as I thought. Yeah. A bit. Did you see that thing? Kino is surprisingly more of a sadist than I thought. Yeah, let's go with that. And either way, we're away from them now. All the countries in the show are weird, without exception. What a horrible country. Shizu? I don't think anything can compare with the impact of Kino's food. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Yeah, Shizu. Okay, the second one wasn't by Shizu, but a third one might be. The one and only. Of course, now that I think about it, those chefs might have, like, confused Kino for Kino's master. This might have been what happened there. If you can, right. May we find a country that is sane. Reading people's wishes is not very nice. Oh, wow. It's also kind of greedy in a way. But in a cute way. Wow. She's not wrong. I like how Shizu keeps doing like the boring things off screen while we just kind of follow T and Riku doing their thing. That is a nice wall. So in other words, her match has been there before. Oh, well, yeah, that's... I can see why she'd be a bit... So it's special. And considering all the countries are special in one way or another, that's saying something. Yeah, wash me up good later. You know, in the way they wash motorcycles in Bakuon. What? 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 Wait, what just happened? Oh, maybe she lost her memories of the country, and that's why Master didn't tell her anything, because she didn't remember anything. Is that what this is? I'm probably wrong, but that's my first guess. Okay, so it was pretty much what I thought. And apparently Hermes kept his memories. But didn't her mention say she would never forget it? Or was she just trying to be ironic there? From Kino to Kino. But what would be the point of going there if you weren't going to remember it? I mean, at least she consented to it, so it's fine, but still weird. Well, they can't give a drug to a motorcycle. Yeah, exactly. What other explanation were you looking for? So tell her what happened. Of course. Man, I'm kind of giving her those puppy dog eyes almost. And now my imagination's going wild, wondering what even happened in that country. And I have quite the imagination, so I can think of a lot of things that are most likely not true, but... That would be so frustrating. So yeah, either a master cheated the system so somehow, or she would just be ironic. Well, naturally, she's the one that said it. But did she wash Hermes in that time? That's the question. And they even have the walls up, so you can't even peek inside and get an idea of what it's like. And then we get the ending. At least we got a decent amount of Kino this time. Like, we still had some Shizu, but... That's fine, I don't dislike Shizu in his group. I just wish we saw less of them. Huh. Interesting. A little note there from the author. I wasn't expecting this. This is actually kind of cool. Reading 2 sets of subs is not easy, but... Wow, that's really creative. Country of anime afterward. And that was the 9th episode of Kino's Journey. So, this was a very interesting episode. To start off with, we had Kino. Well, to start out with, we had Kino, both Kino and Shizu kind of get targeted by a couple of bandits or something, but they decided with both of them to just let it be, let sleeping dogs lie, they're not good targets. And they weren't, like, they would regret it if they actually went after them. But Kino ended up going to a country where they had a virtue point system. Essentially a karma system. You do good things, you build up points. You do bad things, you lose points. And the guy that was explaining all this to her actually had a bit of a secret. He was apparently accumulating points most of his life for the sole purpose of being able to kill someone without consequence at some point, before he died. And he was planning on doing that to Kino. But, again, Kino's not a good target, so he decided against that. And that was a very creepy, unsettling scene. Like, wow, I don't even know what to say to that. Especially when later on with the scene with the baby, like I was half joking, like, like don't attack my baby, but he was actually thinking about doing that. Thank God he didn't, but I didn't expect the show to actually go there. That was pretty dark. But we also had I guess it was like a cooking country or something that was expecting a traveler to show up that would give them a recipe. I think the thing there was that they were expecting Kino's master. Like, that's why Kino looks similar to the person they were expecting. I think that's what that was about. And Kino's master can actually cook, whereas Kino cannot. But Kino did leave behind a recipe that had a lot of impact to it, as they put it. So, I mean, they kept cooking it. People kept eating it. Of course, for elderly people and children, it wasn't very easy to eat. But apparently they were given like a second recipe by a traveler that was like a modified version of what Kino made that was more mild for the elderly and children. At first I thought that was something that Shizu gave them when they said second traveler, but then Shizu showed up there like after that and was offered the two recipes, so I don't really know what that was about. I was a little bit confused on that. But it's fine. But yeah, one of the most interesting parts of the episode was the country of forgetfulness, essentially, where you go there, you have a great time, then you leave and you forget nothing, you remember nothing. So, kind of like getting drunk, going to a party, remembering nothing, almost kind of like that. And so, yeah, Kino's master was just being funny when she was like, yeah, I'll never forget this place, wherever she said. But clearly she did, and so did Kino. Hermes didn't, so, lucky Hermes gets to remember everything. And because he made a promise, he's not going to tell Kino. I don't know, Kino might be able to weasel it out of him at some point down the road, but at least not for now. Because that would really frustrate me if I was in Kino's position. Like, I would want to know what happened. Like, did I do something that I would regret and just don't know it? I don't know. Everybody could be keeping the secret from me. But of course, Kino did write a letter to herself, so she knows that for the most part she did have a good time. So let me know what you thought of the anime, what you thought of my reaction in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.